Hi everyone. Good evening guys. Very good evening all of you. So here we'll be continuing our discussions on this very quick revision of this surveying. Right. So what is it we are discussing that leveling part. Up to this leveling part it gets over now. Now we'll be moving on to which one? This next part, right? What is the next part you can say? Next parts we'll be entering into, right? Okay. So this is what all of you. Welcome to Unacademy. Let's crack it, right? Everyone is ready to crack. Everyone get ready to crack, all of you, right? So at present this Republic Day offer is going on, all of you, right? So don't miss this Republic Day offer, everyone, right? So don't miss this Republic Day offer, everyone. So what is the offer you are having? 6 months extra subscription months you'll be getting, right? 6 months extra subscription months, and you'll be getting up to which one? This 55% amount discount on your subscription amount, you can say, right? Ayan Ranasinga, good evening, right? Now this, when you are taking this 12 months 1 month extra, 15 months 3 months extra, 24 months 6 months extra, right? So it is a 12 plus 1, 15 plus 3, and 24 plus 6, right? Like this you'll be getting this extra months if you just observe, right? Okay, yeah. Ananya, good evening. So this offer is valid up to tomorrow only, so don't miss this opportunity, everyone, right? What is the referral code you have to use? RP Civil. Inform your friends, juniors and everybody to use this code, and subscribe to the Plus and Iconic courses, right? You can find enrollment link and subscription links in the description of this video, you can say, all of you, right? You can find all these links in the description of this video, everyone. Okay, it is not playing. 1 second, let just check it in my mobile. 1 second. Yeah. So these are the features of this one, you consider. These are the features of these subscriptions, right? When you are taking civil, electrical, electronics, right, mechanical, chemical and computer science and IT, for all people it is available, you consider. This offer is valid. Now these are the latest batches started, starting 31st January, that 2025 Prarambh batch will be starting for with irrigation engineering by Jaspal sir. And what is it? A referral code you have to use? RP Civil is the code you have to use, everyone. Okay, and Vishwas batch for this 2026 people, right? It was started on which one? This so again it was started on this January 18th, right? Engineering mechanics was started by me, you can say, right? Now these are all the books you will be getting when you are taking this which one? This Iconic subscription, right? No cost EM option is also available with Unacademy, right? So these are all GATE 2023 toppers. These are all ESE 2023 toppers, you can say, right? Now when you are attending this, right, on 28th January at 2:30 p.m. to this 5:30 p.m. don't miss this, right? Don't miss this GATE mock test, all of you, right? AIMT, don't miss this test, everyone, right? Because if before going to the main examination, right, this practice is very important to understand, na? Definitely, right? Yeah, Adarsh Sudhakar Messi, good evening, right? So this first class over already. So this missing slides I'll try to add from the video, don't worry. The second class also yesterday we had done, na? If first class we could have done fully, na? So today only we are today we would be doing this live test. Actually first class it was not happened properly, na? Chapter 4 leveling gets over, is not? So up to that point it gets over, right? Now we'll be going for which one? This part 3, surveying part 3, you can say. Chapter which one? This next chapter, and what is it? Chapter 5, you can say trigonometric leveling, right? Shall I go for this? This is your first slide, let us say. Trigonometric, which one? This is a trigonometric leveling, if you just observe, right? So tomorrow at this 4:30 p.m. same, right? Tomorrow at same time 4:30 p.m. right? I'll be having which one? Yeah, Subhasantram, Deb, right? So chapter 5 trigonometric leveling will be doing, right? Once this trigonometric leveling is over, now it will be having this live test on this, right? After this survey, shall I go with any other subject, or I'll do all mix tests continuously up to this end? Survey I'll take one test. After this surveying is over, Shall I go with another subject quick revision and this live test, or I'll go for all subjects mixed live test, I'll go continuously? Which one should I go? Which one should I do? All subjects mini GATE test shall I conduct? Like all subjects mixed together? Okay. No. So here this is a trigonometric leveling. No, test will be not in YouTube, test will be in special class, right? Test, whenever there is a test, na, that will be in the special class definitely, right? Test will be there in the special class only, right? Not in YT. Because in YT poll cannot be conducted, na? In YT poll cannot be conducted, na? Yes or no? You cannot answer this, right? Yes or no? Otherwise, what I will do is our own way, right? That timer I will fix up, and before the time gets over, you have to write this, right? Whichever the way you want, I will do it, right? As you wish. Whichever the way you wanted me to do, I will do this, right? YT or whatever it is, right? I can do that way, or I can do this way also, right? Any way you can do. Or some classes there, some classes here also I can do, no problem. Okay? Now, special class is fine, right? Okay. Now, so here what is that you can say if we just observe it? Trigonometric leveling is what? Okay, I'll do the special classes then, right? But tomorrow I will do this surveying quick revision. Tomorrow I will do this surveying live test. After that we'll go for them. Okay. So here if you just observe, what is the first one you can say? Whenever you are having this, right? So reduce the level of a point, right? How can you get this reduce the level of a point, right? When base is accessible. So when you can say when the base is accessible, na? Base is accessible means that we can go to the base of this particular point or not? Yes, we can go to the base of this particular one, you can say, right? So this is your instrument. If you just observe it, what is this you are having? This is your tower or this building, na? This is your tower or this building, you can say, if you just observe, right? Isn't it? Now, so this is your which one? This this is your which one, right? What is this you can say? Level, na? Is no staff, na? Is no leveling staff you will be having. Now, after that, right, what is it you can say? This is your what? So here, what is it you can say, right? You will be getting this point, that a Q dash point, na? Is no Q dash point or this Q1 point will be having, na? Is no. So this is your Q point, top point, you can say, if we just right. So with respect to this horizontal, right, what is it you will be getting? Here, one second. We'll be getting this angle of elevation or not, everyone, right? We'll be getting this angle of elevation, right? No, we'll be getting this angle of elevation here, you can say, right? What is this angle? This is your angle of elevation alpha, right? Isn't it? Now, whatever the site you are getting, right? This is your benchmark, na? Whatever that site you are taking on this benchmark, right? That is your S. That S is nothing but your back site only or not? On the benchmark, whatever you take the site, that is called as your back site only, right? The first and foremost reading when the instrument is set up, right? Isn't it? Now, so this is the distance between the instrument and this tower or this building, you can say, right? When base is accessible, what is it? You can get the reduced level of this point Q. You can get this reduced level of this point Q will be equal to, what is it? You can say benchmark reduced level, right? Benchmark reduced level. After getting this benchmark reduced level, plus what is it we have to go for? Plus that back side, right? Plus this back side, right? Then you will be getting the reduced level of this line of sight, na? Benchmark reduced level plus this back side will give which one? This reduced level of this line of sight, right? From this line of sight to this portion, right? What is this? This is your V plus what is it? You can say V. Then you will be getting which one? Then you will be getting what? Then you will be getting which one? This reduce level of this top point Q, na? Reduce level of this top of this tower, you can get it if you just observe, right? Is it clear? If you wanted to get bottom, that's it, right? Normally we can do it now. How can you get this V value if you just observe? Whenever you are considering this triangle, right? What is a triangle? You consider this is your V, this is your horizontal distance, and this is your alpha, right? What is it? You can say that tan alpha will be equal to that V by D, and what is that V? You can say V is nothing but your D tan alpha. So once you are getting this V, substitute this V in that, then you will be getting the reduced level of this Q or not? Yes, absolutely, you can get it, right? Is it clear? When base is accessible, you can say when base is accessible, right? So when base is inaccessible, right, what we need to do? When base is what? Inaccessible, if you just observe, right, when base is inaccessible, right, what we need to do if you just observe? When a base is inaccessible, right, what is it you have to go for? When base is inaccessible, right, what is it you can say? Under this also there are two conditions you can say, right? What is it you can say? Instrument access are at the same level now. Both instrument access means that observation access at which one? This is the same level you can say, right? Instrument access at which level you can say? Instrument access at the same level if you just observe, right? What is the meaning of this instrument access at the same level you can say? So if you just observe, this is the one you are having, right? Can you, this is your building you are having, if you just observe, that is your building or that is your tower at this place present, right? Now this is your Q point if you just observe, right? This is your normal ground level, isn't it? This is your ground level now, so no. So can you able to measure this horizontal distance exactly, or it is impossible to measure this horizontal distance? Tell me. It is impossible to measure this horizontal distance, na? Yes or no? You observe this, right? This distance is very much impossible to measure, right? Yes, na? Right. Now you are having this instrument here, right? With the instrument, right, what is that we can observe? This is the instrument, you can say. This is your horizontal level, na? This is your horizontal level of or horizontal axis of this instrument, or not? So can you able to get any visibility here? No, na? But we can observe which one? This is the top of this Q, right? What is the top of this building Q? You can observe. What is this? You are getting that angle of elevation, that alpha 1 you are getting, na? Angle of elevation alpha 1 from this instrument P, you can say, right? So only one instrument we have to use, or two instruments we have to use? If you just know, two instruments we have to use it, na? Two instruments we have to use it, right? Next instrument we are keeping it here, if you just observe it at the same level, na? So level, eye level of this instrument must be same or different? Eye level of this, so that it must be same, you can say, right? What is this you are having up to this point, you can say now? Up to this, right, will be having this as your alpha 2, na? So no, isn't it? This is your A point, you consider it. This is your B point, you can see, just right. Now both will be taking, right, what reading on this? Which type of reading will be taken by both on this benchmark? On this benchmark, right, both will give the same reading, na? This is your benchmark, you can say. So both the line of sights are at the same level, right? Only one reading, that is yes, will be available now. That is your back sight, you can say, right? Is it clear now? So between this instrument to this instrument, right, what is it you can say? This B will be knowing, we know it or not? Do you have any problem in measuring this B, all of you? Do you have any problem in measuring this small b? We don't have any problem in measuring this small b, but this capital D is not possible to measure, na? This capital D is not possible to measure, right? That is why we are going for this feature steps, right? Okay, this capital D is not possible to measure, you can say, right? Isn't it? Now coming to this, right, what is it you can say, right? This is your V. From here to here, right, what is this you are having, right? This is your V, if you just right? This is your V, you can say, right? This is your Q dash, right? Whatever it is, right? Is it clear? The diagram is clear, everyone? Both instrument at P and instrument at Q, right? Height of this line of sight must be kept at the same elevation. This is your line of sight must be kept at the same elevation or not? That line of sight must be kept at the same elevation, you can say, right? Isn't it? Right. Now shall we move to the next? How line of sight will be kept at the same elevation, you can say, right? Now what is that a triangle? If you consider this a triangle with alpha varna, what is that you are having, right? So this is your V you are having, you consider this is your Q, you can say this is your which one? This is Q2 Q double dash, let us, right? This is your Q double dash, if you just observe it. This is your D, and what is this you consider? This is your alpha 1, right? What is it you can say? That a tan alpha 1 will be equal to which one? This is V by D, na? Then what is that? V equal to that d tan alpha 1, V equal to that d tan alpha 1. But do you know that d value? We do not know that d value. We do not know that d value, right? This is equation number 1, right? Now you consider this triangle, this is your B, this is your A, no? From this B, if you consider, right, what is it you can say? This distance will be how much? That is your capital D plus this B, na? Small b, this is your B point, right? Yes, no, this is your B point, and what is the total distance? Small b plus this capital D, na? this is your q double dash, and this is your q, you can say, right? What is this angle? You can say this is your alpha 2, no? Yes or no? So what is that? If you just observe that this is your v only, no? Again, that is your v only again, right? So tan alpha 2 will be equal to that v by capital D plus this b. Now what is that v equal to? You can say that a capital D plus this small b into what is that? You can say that is your tan alpha 2, no? So when you are equating this equation number this 1 and 2, right, what is it you are getting? When you are equating this equation number 1 and 2, right, from 1 and 2, right, what is it you are getting? Tell me. You are getting that d value, na? That d value is equal to which one? This b tan alpha 2, b tan alpha 2 by tan alpha 1 minus this tan alpha 2, right? B tan alpha 2 by tan alpha 1 minus this tan alpha 2, right? After getting this d, right, what is it you can say? Then you can get this v now. V using any of this first one or second one, you can get it, right? Then after that, right, what is it? Reduce the level of this q. That is very important, na? Reduce the level of this q will be equal to what is it you can say? Reduce the level of this q will be equal to how much? Reduce the level of this q will be equal to the reduce the level of this benchmark, right? Benchmark reduce the level plus backside. If you are adding, what is that you will be getting? Reduce the level of this line of sight, na? From line of sight to the top, how much distance it is v, na? Plus this v. That is how you will be getting the reduced level of this point top of this tower, right? Is it clear now, everyone? Is it clear, all of you? Under this base not accessible condition, both instrument axes, right? Two instrument axes, right? Two instrument axes at the same level you are having, right? Is it clear? Shall I move to the next? Isn't it? So under this base inaccessible, first condition, right? Second one, can we go for, right? Instrument, two instruments axes, right? Two instrument axes at which one? This is same level or different level? Yeah, you form the diagram in a question in the examination accordingly, right? You form the diagram. You form the diagram. From the diagram you get it accordingly, right? फटाफट धनाधन diagram draw करके trigonometry principle apply करके solve करना है, right? That is better, because if you try to remember this formula ना, you cannot remember this formula. It is very difficult to remember this formula. Is not? It is easy to remember this formula. It is very difficult to remember this formula. You can say it is very impossible to remember this formula. Is not? You have to be careful, right? Two instrument axes at which one? This is a different elevation. Two instrument axes at which one? This is different levels. Level is nothing but your elevation only, na? Because all formulas looks similar only, right? So there is a possibility that confusion will occur, na? Yes, hi Pravalika, right? Two instrument axes at the different level means, right? What is the can say? This is the one you are having. Yeah. One second. Just try to erase this. Yes, I'm good. How are you? Right. Yeah, I forgot to tell you. Happy Republic Day to all of you. This is your Q point, na? Right. Right. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. Okay. This is your first instrument, na? So, this is your first instrument, na? This is your P, you can say. Now, what is it you can say? This is your second instrument at this level, na? Second instrument level is at a different, na? Just like that will be providing in this manner. This is your Q, na? This is your Q or not? Yes, this is your Q, you can say, right? And what is that you are having, right? This is your benchmark or not, right? This is your benchmark, you can say, if you just observe. So this is what you are having, na? Yes or no? Okay. Right. I was a little busy. Okay. Now, whenever you are observing, right? If you just observe, this distance is known to us or not? Yes, this distance small b is known to us, not definitely. And this distance, this capital D, do we know this or we do not know this distance capital D? We do not know this distance capital D, na? So no, we do not know this distance capital D, right? You consider this one at this place. Up to this, right? Up to which one we'll consider that? Up to that we'll consider, na? These arrows, you remove it. And this is up to this D point, na? So no, this is D point, na? Okay, now what is it? You can say this is your line of sight or not, everyone? This is our line of sight. You can say line of sight of which one? This is first one, na? Line of sight of this first one, and corresponding to this, right? What is that you are having? If you just observe, this is your alpha one. You will be having, na? So what is this one you are having, right? This is your alpha one you are having, and corresponding to this alpha one, right? What is this you are having, right? That is your V1 you are having or not? Yes, that is your V1 you are having, you can say, right? Now, similar to this, right? What is this one? So, okay, with respect to this first instrument, what is the back side you are getting? Tell me. This is your S1, right? This is your S1 or this back side 1, right? S1 or this back side 1, you can say, right? Yes, now. Now, similarly, right, what is it you can say when you are taking this second instrument, right? This is the line of sight of this second instrument station, line of sight of this second instrument. If you just observe, what is it you can say, right? Whenever you are observing, right, this is your alpha 2, you can say. Let us assume that is straight line, okay? So, or don't say that it is straight line. Let us assume it is a straight line. One second. Let us assume that is a straight line. And what happens, right, up to this point, right, what is it you are having? This is your back side to 2, na? This is your S2 or which one? This back side to 2 or not? This is your S2 or this back side to 2, you can say, right? Yes, now, now what is this one? This distance will be V2. If you just observe, this distance will be which one? This is V2, you can say, right, like that. Is that clear now, everyone? Is that clear now, everyone? Is that clear now, all of you? So can we say this one is X and this is also that X, na? This is also that X, na? Yes, na? So now can I say that, right, that S2 minus this S1 equal to that V1 minus this V2? Can I say like that it is equal to that X or S, whatever it is, right? Whatever you wanted to give the symbol, you can give it for this if you just observe, right? Okay, isn't it? So now this S2 minus S1 is nothing but your S only, no? S you wanted to give the symbol or X or this S symbol? Yes, will give the symbol. Okay, that is better. We are habituated to do this. Yes, na? Yes, no? Yes. Deepa, good evening. Right. So S will be equal to which one? This V1 minus this V2, right? What is that V1? If you just observe, V1 is nothing but your D tan alpha 1. V1 is nothing but your D tan alpha 1 minus what is that V2? You can say that is your D plus B, right? What is it you can say? What is it you can say? That D plus B. No, why they will send flag, right? I am keeping flag, right? D plus B into which one? This is tan alpha 2, right? This is small flag, na? Why they will send? Okay. Because you have to put it right at least on this day. Other days it will be, the Indian flag will be inside the hut, right? And now we have to show it outside, na? Yes, no? That's it. These are the 2 days only we'll show outside, na? All days it will be inside, yes, na? Heart full of Tiranga, yes, na? Like that. Country should be first, everything else next. So S equal to that like that you will be getting, na? So no, S equal to that like that you will be getting or not? Isn't it? D tan alpha 1, what is that you can say? That is your, from this you will be getting that D value, na? From this you will be getting that D value or not? Yes, from this you will be getting that D value, you can say, right? From this you will be getting the D value, right? After getting this D value, right, what is that you can get it? If you just observe that V1 will be equal to, right, from this you can get it D now. S is known, alpha 1 is known, and alpha 2 is known, small b is known, only unknown here will be D. From this you can calculate this D value or not? Yes, from this you can calculate this D value, right? What is that V1? You can say if you just observe, V1 is nothing but your D tan alpha 1, yes, na? So what is that V2? You consider V2 is nothing but your D plus B, right? Capital D plus this is small b, that tan alpha 2, na? Isn't it? Like that you can check it, right? Now what is that formula? We can use it for this reduce level of this Q, you can get it. This is your benchmark reduce level plus which one? Benchmark reduce level plus S1 if you are using, na? Plus S1 means level of line of sight of this one plus V1, right? We can use like this, or we can also calculate it in which manner? That a reducer level of this Q will be equal to benchmark reducer level plus which one? you go with S2 plus which one, this V2, right? Plus S2 plus this V2, whatever it is, right? Like that. Got it now? How to get the reduced level of this top point Q? How to get the reduced level of this top point Q? So nowadays they started giving you questions also from this one, right? Because everybody is preparing that compass survey, chain survey, leveling, and like that. They started giving questions from this one also. Recent years, if you just observe, you find questions, right, from this trigonometric leveling. If you just observe, is it clear, everyone? So this completes your which one? This trigonometric leveling chapter 5. Yes, na? Shall I go for this next chapter? That is your chapter 6, right? What is it you can say? Traversing and these omitted measurements, na? Traversing and which one? These omitted measurements. Traversing and these omitted measurements, you can say features, right? So maximum how many measurements we can find out? So during this surveying, suppose if we have missed some angle or some line length, or we have measured but we forgot to note it, right? Then how can you get these missing details? Maximum how many? Maximum 2 details only we can get it, na? Maximum 2 details, right? What is it you can say? No, there are no 2 Qs, only 1 Q is there, right? That is only 1 Q, okay? Only 1 Q, that is at the top. Okay. Uh, Here, then you take this as which one? This, okay, you are saying that this you take it as this R, okay? To avoid the confusion, this instrument station you take it as, or you just consider this instrument stations as AB, then no confusion will be there, okay? Deepak, you take this instrument stations are which one? This A and B. This is one instrument station, this is second instrument station, right? That is better, okay? That would be better, na? So no, Deepak, you do like that. A and B you take it, so that confusion will not be there. Q means always top of this tower or top of this building only we are interested in. So length comma length, and what is it you can say? Length comma which one? Bearing, na? And bearing comma bearing, na? 2 bearings. Of which one? These are of same or other sides. This is length and bearing of which one? This is of same or other lines, right? This bearing and of which one? So these are also which one? This is same or this other side, right? These are all which one? Same side 2 properties are not known, or length and bearing 2 properties are not known, or other sides of polygon also, other sides of this also, right? One side bearing, one side length, like that you can say, right? Like that combination, okay? This is a combination, you can say features, right? Either both parameters are correspond to one side, or to adjacent sides, or to a non-adjacent sides, right? It is better I'll write in that manner, that would be better otherwise. I think it would be better I'll write in that manner. 1 second. Maximum 2 details of which one? These maximum 2 details of either they will be of this same side or two adjacent, same side or two adjacent sides, or which one? Two non-adjacent sides, na? Two non-adjacent sides, right? Either way you can go for this, okay? Is it clear? Note this and tell me. Clear, everyone? Shall I move? Yeah, you are not noting, na? I am waiting. Why I am waiting then? Okay. So this maximum 2 details can be omitted, right? Those maximum 2 details we can retrieve, right? What is it you can say? for this closed traverse, right? Whenever it is for this closed traverse, no? So mostly for this closed traverse only will be having or not. For this closed traverse, what is that you can say sum of these interior angles? Sum of this interior angles equal to which one? Sum of this interior angles equal to which one? This is 2n minus 4 into, yeah, in a habit, I use it to wait while you are writing, na? Yes or no? Okay. 2n minus 4 into that 90 degrees, right? So what is the sum of this exterior angles if we just observe? It is 2n plus 4 into that 90, na? Yes or no? 2n plus 4 into that 90, right? What is that 90? You can say 90 is nothing but your number of sides, na? Yes or no? What is it? You can say number of sides of this traverse, na? Number of sides of this traverse or not, right? Number of sides of this traverse, you can say, right? How many sides are there? You have to consider that many sides, right? Is it clear? Right? Is it clear? Now, if you just observe, what is that? You can say closing error. Do you remember that? Seriously writing? Okay. I'm giving the PDF, don't worry. I'm giving the PDF, don't worry. I'll be sharing the PDF, no need to worry. Right. Suppose if you just observe it, what is this? You are having that latitude and this departure of a line. No? Latitude and departure of a line, if you just observe it. What is that latitude and departure of a line, you can say? So this is your northing, this is your easting, right? What is that you can say? Right? This is your southing and this is your which one? This westing, right? It's not. Now, whenever you are having this line here, let us say this is the line. What is the length of this line you are having? L. And what is its bearing? You consider this is your theta is the bearing, na? So no, theta is the bearing, right? Now tell me, what are the latitudes and these departures of this? You can say if you just observe. So what is this, right? This is your departure, na? Right? What is the departure? Departure will be equal to that L cos theta, na? Yes or no? L cos theta, right? Departure is L cos theta or L sin theta? Yes, L sin theta. Departure is which one? This L sin theta. Departure is equal to which one? This L sin theta. And what is that latitude? You can say that latitude right here. This is your latitude, northing, right? Latitude is nothing but your which one? This L cos theta, na? L cos theta, right? So this latitude is nothing but your northing or this is southing, na? Northing will be taken as your positive or negative? Positive. So which one is taken as negative? If you just observe this, southing will be taken as negative, na? Southing will be taken as negative, right? What is the departure? If you just observe, departure is nothing but your positive, departure is nothing but your easting, na? Easting will be taken as your positive departure. Negative means westing departure is taken as a negative departure, na? Westing will be taken as a negative departure. You can say if you just observe like that. Is it clear? Latitude and this departure, right? Is not latitude and this departure, right? These are the dependent coordinates or these are the independent coordinates, you can say, right? Or before that, what is that you can say here? Northing, easting. So what is that you can say? Latitude and this departure, right? Northing is nothing but your positive latitude. Departure, easting is also nothing but your positive, na? Here in this westing, if you just observe. So latitude and this departure, right? Latitude, northing latitude positive and westing departure negative, na? So this is next one you can say, right? This is your south. So what is that latitude and this departure, right? Both will be negative only, no? Yes or no? So here this latitude and this departure, right? What is it you can say? Latitude southing negative and departure easting positive, you can say, right? Like that. Is not? These are the sign conventions we'll be having, or not everyone? These are the sign conventions we'll be having, you can say, right? Isn't it? These are the sign conventions we'll be having, you can say, right? Like that. Isn't it? Closing error, right? What is a closing error, you can say? Closing error, what is that? So whenever this traverse is there, let us say, suppose if you are starting from A, let us say, right, this is your A, B, and this is your C, right? This is your D, you are going for it, if you just observe it. And then again, whenever you are joining, now it is not joining to which one? It is not joining to the original A. Whenever it is not joining to this original A, right, what happens? You can say this is your A1, and this is your A1, let us say, right? What it will do? It will be having this error or not? It is not joining to the original part, right? This is error, right? Yes, we need to take this quadrantal and no need. Which one you are taking? Quadrantals. Yes, quadrantals anti-clockwise you have to take it. Yes. Right. So here what is that you can say if you just observe this one? So here this is your sum of these departures now. This is your sum of these latitudes now. What is that you can say? This is your sum of this which one? This is latitudes you can say. This is your sum of this departure, right? And what is this one? This is your closing error, right? E to E1, right? So now what is that you can say that a closing error E will be equal to which one? This under root what is that you can say? Sum of this latitudes whole square plus which one? This is sum of this departures whole square now. That is your closing error you can say, right? Now so for closing error means close the traverse only, no? Right, note this. So shall I move to the next then? If sum of these latitudes will be equal to 0 and what is it you can say sum of these departures will be equal to 0 means will there be any error or no error you can say, right? Will there be any error or no error you will be having, right? No error will be having, na? No error will be there if you just observe, right? So now so what is it you are having bearing of this error. What is the bearing of this closing error? Bearing of this closing error that tan theta will be equal to which one? This is sum of this departures by this sum of this latitudes, right? Bearing of this closing error is nothing but your sum of this departures by this sum of this latitudes, right? So now what else will be having if you just observe relative error of closure, right? What is the relative error of closure? What is that relative error of this closure is equal to that E by P, right? What is that P you can say? What is the P? Nothing but closing error divided by this P is nothing but your perimeter of this traverse, na? P is nothing but your which one? This perimeter of this closed traverse or not? Perimeter of this closing traverse, closed traverse or closing traverse. Perimeter of this closed traverse you can say features, right? Okay. Now what is that balancing of this traverse, right? How can you do balancing of this traverse if you just observe? There are many methods now everyone. Balancing of this traverse you can say, right? What are the different methods we are having everyone? What are the different methods we are having? Tell me. Bowditch's rule will be there and axis method will be there, transit rule will be there, graphical rule will be there, and all these things will be there. No, sir, no. Many methods are there, right? So we'll see one by one. 1 second. Balancing of this traverse, right? Okay, I'll write it in the next slide, right? Under this, right, the first and foremost one is which one? This Bowditch's rule. No? This Bowditch's, or you can also call it with which name? Bowditch's, or you can also call it with which name? This compass rule, na? Bowditch's, or you can also call it with which name? Compass rule, if you just observe, right? Isn't it? Bowditch's rule or this compass rule you can say, right? What is it you can say? Correction for latitude, right? Correction for which one? This latitude of any line is equal to what is it you can say? Total correction, right? Total correction, right? Minus of this sum of this latitudes, right? So let us say sigma L is nothing but your error of correction, error in latitude, na? Error in total latitudes. Sigma D is nothing but your which one? This error in total departure, okay? So correction means what? What is it you can say? Correction means that we'll be applying this opposite manner, na? Right? Minus sigma L into what is it you can say? Length of this side, right? What is it you can say? Length of this side divided by which one? Perimeter of this traverse, na? Perimeter of this traverse, na? Perimeter of this traverse you can say, right? So correction for this departure also you can do it in the same manner, na? Minus which one? This. So departure error is sigma d. So correction will be minus of this one, na? Into which one? This length of that side. Similarly divided by which one? This perimeter, na? Perimeter you can say if you just hold. Okay. This is your which one? This body chest rule, right? What is the second one? If you just observe transit rule, you can. What is the transit rule? You remember that a transit rule will be what? What is the transit rule, everyone? So correction for this latitude is equal to total correction required sigma L into which one? This latitude of that line divided by this which one? Latitude of this line divided by which one? This latitude of this line divided by which one? Latitude of this line divided by which one? What is that you can say? Tell me. What is that? Latitude of this line divided by which one? Arithmetic sum of this. Arithmetic sum means is it the just a number only, na? Arithmetic sum of this latitudes. Okay, right. So what is it you can say? Minus sigma L sum of these latitudes into what is it you can say? Latitude of this particular line divided by which one? This sigma of which one? This mod latitudes, right? Mod latitudes means do you need to consider this line? Do you need to consider this a positive negative sign, or we have to consider only the value? We have to consider only the value, na? So no correction for this latitude. Do we need to consider this positive negative signs, or only we have to consider the value? We have to consider only the value, na? So no, we have to consider only the value. You can say if we just read. Is that clear now? Now similarly correction for this departure rate, how can you get that? Only magnitude. Yes, correction for this departure is equal to which one? Sigma d is the total error in the departure minus sigma d is the total correction for this departure into departure of this particular line divided by which one? This sigma departure. Mod departure means positive negative values we have to consider, only magnitude we have to consider. Only magnitude we have to consider. Is that no? Right, this graphical method, if you just observe, right, graphical method, right, who will be using that graphical method? You can say graphical method, right, it uses what it uses, you can say it uses this body chest method only, no? So means it is a body chest graphic method, you can say, right, like that. Next one, what is it? You can say axis method. What is the axis method will be going for? Closing error will be equal to length of side by length of axis. Okay. Length of side by which one? This is length of axis. You can say if you just right. Is that clear now, everyone? So omitted measurements, how can you find out? Sum of this latitudes equal to 0 and sum of the departures equal to 0. Then you will be getting these omitted measurements or not? Then you will be getting these omitted measurements, right? So now in this, what is it? You can say transit rule. If you just wanted to add any point, right? What is it? A transit rule? You can say which one are more precise? Used when angular measurements are more precision, right? Angular, okay. Angular more precise than linear, na? Body chest rule, right? What is the you can see in the body chest rule, right? Which one is more precise? Body chest rule, right? This angular and this linear measurements both are of equal precision, na? Angular and linear are of which one? This equal precision or not? These two are of this equal precision. You can say if you just right. Is it clear? Is it clear, all of you? Now what is that we'll be having in this? If you just observe, right, in this body chest method, so that error in the linear measurements, right? Error in the linear measurements, right? How it is directly proportional to? Error in the linear measurements is directly proportional to the square root of length. Now error in which one? Error in which one? Error in these angular measurements, how they are related? Error in these angular measurements are inversely proportional to this square root of this length, na? Inversely proportional to the square root of this length, you can say PG step, right? Is it clear everyone now? Right, this is about your omitted measurements and this one you can say is na. Next, which chapter it is? This is your chapter 6, it is done na. Now chapter 7 will be going for. Contouring, if you just observe, what is it for this contouring, you can say? What is the contouring, if you just observe? Contour gradient, if you just consider. Do you remember anyone this contour gradient formula? Contour is nothing but your line joining the points of this equal elevation, na? Contour gradient is nothing but your contour interval, right? Contour gradient equal to contour interval by this horizontal equivalent, na? Contour interval by this horizontal equivalent, you can say, right? Yes, na? Similarly, right, what is it you can say? What is the horizontal equivalent? Horizontal equivalent is nothing but your length, na? Horizontal equivalent will be equal to, right, what is it you can say? That a contour interval by which one? This contour gradient, you can say, is na? You can get it like this, right? Next, what is it you can say? Radius of this arc required, right? What is the radius of this arc required to obtain the root path? Radius of arc required for which purpose? To get this root path, na? To get this root path, right? What is that? What is the radius of this arc required, if you just observe? That is your horizontal equivalent, or this length divided by this is RF, right? That is your scale in RF, you can say, right? Is it clear? So these are the simple formula you are having, if you just observe, right? Isn't it? Is not? So this is your contour, you can say, right? Just that's it, right? We don't go beyond this, right? It is not required also. Now shall I go on to the next chapter? Right, what is it you can say? Areas and volumes, na? See, when is your examination? Civil, all people are having on 4th only, or any other day? Only one day? On 4th February only all of you are having exam, or morning and afternoon session, or any other day? Only on 4th only? That optional paper when you are having? The second one, second paper when you are having? Three you are having. Third and fourth. Okay. On third, this optional paper, is it so? Third, which paper? Third, which paper you are having? This areas and volumes, you can say, if you just observe it. What is it you can say? First areas, if you just observe it. What is the area, you can say? Area is nothing but your under root. What is that? S into that S minus A into environmental science. Okay. S into S minus A into that S minus B into that S minus C, if you just observe it like that. Isn't it? So what is that? Yes, you can say that S is nothing but your which one? This A plus B plus C by 2, na? So this is for a triangle, na? Area of a triangle or not? Area of a triangle, right? This is your side A, side B, side C, if you just observe. Is that clear? Like that. Now, what is another area of this triangle? Another formula, if you just observe, half into that base into that height, na? Half into that base into that altitude or not? Altitude or this height, you can say, right? Now you can also write it as which one? This is half into, what is it you can say? AB into which one? This is sine C, or you can also write it as which one? This is half of BC into which one? This is sine A, or it is equal to that half of CA into which one? This is sine B. Like that we can make it, isn't it? Like that you will be having. Okay. Now irregular boundaries. Whenever these irregular boundaries are there, with the common interval d is there. Now if you just observe, this is your first ordinate O1, this is your second ordinate, which one is O2, this is your third ordinate O3, this is your fourth ordinate O4, and this is your fifth ordinate O5. Like that they will be having na. So like that they will be having this ON. Okay, ON or ordinates they will be having, right? What is this common interval? That common interval is which one? This is small d, small d, small d everywhere na. Like that will be having, right? So what is the total length? You can say that the total length capital L will be equal to that n into d na. So what is that capital N? Capital N is nothing but your which one? This is the number of what? Number of intervals na. So number of which one? This what is that? You can say total number of equal sum segments na. What is it? How can you get this total number of equal segments, right? That is your small n minus 1, right? What is that small n? You can say that small n is nothing but your which one? This, yeah, this is also equal to that small n minus 1 into d, right? You have to be careful. Small n minus 1 into d, right? What is the small n? You can say it is a number of ordinates now. Small n is nothing but your number of ordinates, or not? Small n is nothing but your number of ordinates. You can say it like that, isn't it? Note this and tell me. Yeah, this one now we'll be going for all this formula. If you just observe, irregular boundaries only na. So in this irregular boundaries only, right? What is it? First and foremost one you can say, if you just observe mid ordinate rule. What is the mid ordinate rule? If you just observe, so mid ordinate for this first two will be how much? You can say this is your h1 na. Mid ordinate for this next two will be h2, mid ordinate for this next three will be h3, so on up to this point. At what is it? You can say hn minus 1 it will come into picture na. This is your h4, like that it will come na. Now what is the mid ordinate? If you just observe that area will be equal to which one? This is d into what is it? You can say that is your h1 plus h2 plus this is so on hn minus 1 only it will come na. So what is that mid ordinate of this first two? H1 is equal to that O1 plus this O2 by 2 na. Now mid ordinate of this second group is what? Second two pair ordinates is what? H2 is equal to that what is that H2? You can say H1 is O1 plus A2 by 2, right? What is that H2? If you just observe, O2 plus O3 by 2, right? Similarly Hn minus 1 is nothing but your which one? On minus 1 plus this On by 2, right? Like that. Is it clear now? Mid ordinate rule, how can you use that for finding the area? This is how we can use it, right? H1 H2 are the mid ordinates of this one, no? So no, average ordinate. What is that average ordinate rule, right? That O will be equal to which one? This is average ordinate into that capital L, right? What is that average ordinate? If you just observe, O1 plus O2 plus so on On divided by this n na, into what is it? Capital L, right? That is your A, you can say, if you just observe, isn't it? Capital L is nothing but your capital N into the, or you can also write it as this is small n minus 1 into that d, right? Like that you can say, isn't it? Is it clear, everyone? That is your which one? This average ordinate rule, right? Next, what is that? If you just observe trapezoidal rule, na? So no, trapezoidal rule you can say. So what is that a trapezoidal rule, everyone? Once again, which is, yeah, the capital N is nothing but your number of intervals or this number of gaps, right? What is the capital N? You can say number of equal segments or number of intervals, equal intervals. Okay, just for an example, suppose if you are having this two intervals, right? Two intervals means how many? So this is your 2d values are there, not two intervals are there, means how many ordinates are there? O1, O2, O3 na? So here number of ordinates is 3, number of intervals is equal to 2, right? Like that. Understood now? Small n is the number of ordinates and capital N is the number of intervals, you can say, right? Understood now? Deb, clear? right? So here next one, trapezoidal rule, right? What is the trapezoidal rule? A formula will be equal to which one? That is small d into what is it, you can say O1 plus O2 by 2, mean O1 plus On, right? First one plus this, last one by 2 na, plus what is it, you can say this O3 O2 plus which one, O3 plus so on On minus 1, right? Up to that n minus 1 remaining na, first plus last by 2 plus remaining, you can say, right? Next, what is the fourth one? If you just observe Simpson's rule, right? What is the Simpson's rule, everyone? That A will be equal to h by that d by 3 na, that common interval d by 3 into what is it, you can say first plus this last, right? That is your O1 plus this O2 plus which one, 4 into even na, 4 into that O2 plus this O4 plus this O6 plus so on even, plus what is it, you can say 2 into that odd na, what is that odd, you can say O3 plus this O5 plus this so on, like that all ordinates will come to picture, right? Like that. Is that clear? Area from coordinates, right? Area from these coordinates, how can you get this area from these coordinates? If you just observe, area equal to which one? This is half into what is it, you can say x1 y2 minus what is it, you can say y1 x2 plus x2 y3 minus y2 x3 plus x3 y4 minus x3 y4 minus which one, x4 y3 na, plus so on, right? Xn yn minus 1 plus what is minus what is it, you can say yn xn minus 1, right? Like that will be having this area, right? So different coordinates are known to us. This is your a, let us say x1 comma y1, this is your b, let us say, right? What is it, you can say x2 comma y2, so what is it, this is your c, let us say x3 comma y3, like that. This is your d, let us say, right? What is it, you can say x4 comma this y4, right? Yes, no? This is your e, let us say, right? What is it, you can say x5 comma this y5, right? Got it? Understood? Not that y5 which you are using, this is y5, right? Y coordinate of this fifth point, you can say, right? That is the meaning of it. Okay, clear everyone? This is how you will be getting these areas, right? Is that clear everyone? How to get these areas, all of you? Now, shall we go on to the next one? Irregular boundaries areas, right? This third point is what? Irregular boundaries areas calculation, right? Yes, na? This is 13th, 14th one. Na? Now, shall we go for this fourth point? If you just observe volume calculations, na? What is the volume? You can say the first and foremost one, right? What is it? You can say cross section. Yes, na? So whenever it is at a cross section, right? Under this cross section also, right? What is it? You can say if you just observe. What is it, you can say if you just observe cross sections, volume is equal to what is it, you can say length into what is it, you can say length into that cross section area, na? Length into that cross section area, you can say, right? Whenever it is at length into that cross section area, right? How can you get this cross section areas? That is equal to that length into which one, this area of this cross section, right? Area of this cross section, you can say. How can you get these areas of cross section, everyone? So let us say this is your h, if you just observe, right? This is your a point and this is your b point, right? What is that? If you just observe, this is your small b, na? So it is exactly at the center. So what is that, you can say the slope will be 1:n, 1 vertical to this n horizontal, right? This is your 1 vertical to this n horizontals, na? Now at the top, what are these widths you are having, right? This is your w1 at the top left side and this is your w2 right side. So these are which one, this b1 b by 2 and this b by 2 or not? That is your b by 2 and this b by 2, right? Like that same way you are going for, right? So means how can you get this area of cross section? Area of cross section is equal to that b plus nh into what is it, you can say h. Okay, this is how you will be getting the cross section, right? This is your level section or not? This is how many levels? If you just observe single level section or two different level sections, right? Single level section, na? Now similarly, if you just observe, right, two level section. For two level section, I'll just write it and I'll leave. Okay, two level section, right? That's it. Two level section, what is it, you can say? So whenever it is at a two level section means, right, if you just observe, it is in this manner. This is continuation, original continuation, you can say. Now this is your central point. If you just observe, this is your central point C, you can say, right? This is also which one, this central point C, right? So what is this height exactly at this center, right? That is your h. So what is this, right? This is your b by 2 and this is your b by 2, na? Exactly at the center. And what is it you are having? This slope is 1 in m, na? This slope is 1 in m, but this one is 1 in n only, no? This side slopes are maintained the same 1 in n only, right? But this slope, original ground slope was 1 in m, you can say, right? Yes, na? Then forgot all concepts. Yeah, that's why I'm revising. What is the area of this cross section, you can say? This is your which one, this w1, na? Sir, this is your w2. What is this, right? This is your w1, na? What is the area of this cross section, you can say? 1 by 2n into, what is it, you can say? B by 2 plus nh, B by 2 plus which one, this nh into w1 plus this w2 minus b square by 2. Okay, like that we have, right? We don't know exactly, they may come, we have to wait. But I think election notification already came, na? So if election notification already came means that we may not expect any new things. Next month, na? We may expect, right? Let us hope. Like that we'll be having, right? So second method, right? What is the second method, you can say? What is the second method in this? Mean area method, na? Yes, yes, same as that of trapezoidal canal formula only, right? There, this one only we are using, right? Yes, same as that of your trapezoidal canal formula. Area of trapezium is same only, na? Yes or no? That capacity of the canal you'll be using, right? Concept is same only, but usage is different, yes, na? Concept is same, approximate, same almost, but what is that, you can say that usage is only different, na? Usage is only different, you can say, which is separate. Usage is only which one, this is different, you can say, yes, na? Usage is only different, you can say, which is separate, yes, na? Right. Which elections you will be participating? MLA or MP elections? Okay, so we'll be going for which one? This is the mean area method, you can say. Against Jagananna, you will both. We don't know exactly, right? We have to wait, right? If it all comes now before the end of this month, or they will come just in the starting of this February. Otherwise, they will not come. Okay. Otherwise, they will not come. They will come again in the new governments only. Okay. So mean area method, right? What is the mean area method? You consider that A mean will be equal to their ordinates we are having, right? Here just areas mean, right? A1 plus A2 plus the so on AN divided by which one, this N, if you just observe, right? Now, so what is the volume? You consider that mean area into what is that, length, total length present, right? Next, what is the third one? If you just observe end area. What is the third one? If you just observe, that is your end area, or this trapezoidal method, na? end area or this trapezoidal formula. If you just about what is that, you can say same expression now, V equal to which one, this H into what is that, first area plus this last area by 2, A1 plus this AN by 2 plus what is it, you can say remaining na A2 plus this A3 plus this so on up to which one, this AN minus 1 na, like that. Now what is the next one, prismoidal formula na, prismoidal formula, right? What is the prismoidal formula? Same as that of your Simpson's rule only, no? Yes or no? H by 3 into, right? What is it, you can say first one plus this last one, right? A1 plus which one, this AN, you can say, plus what else will be having 4 times, right? What is it, 4 times A2 plus this A4 plus this so on AN minus 1, sorry, AN minus 1, right? 4 times this even na, yes or no? 4 times this even or not? Yes, that is your 4 times this even plus what is it, you can say 2 times this order na, so A3 plus this A5 plus this so on like this. Yes, that only PM elections, after PM elections mostly they'll come like this. We are having, right? Volume you are getting like this. Is it clear? So this is used when, this is used mainly for ordinates of this odd number na. This is mainly used for ordinates of this odd number or ordinates of this even number, you consider. This is mainly used for ordinates of this odd number only na. Ordinates of this odd number only it will be useful, right? Like that. Is it clear? Note this and tell me. Yeah, not noting na. Sorry. This is fourth one, you can say, right? No. 2 times odd and 4 times even, right? 2 times odd, 2 times. See here, if we just observe Simpson's rule, 4 times even plus this 2 times odd. Okay, 4 times even plus this 2 times odd. And here what is it, you can say same na, prismoidal rule, 4 times even plus this 2 times odd, right? When you are starting from Anant, you have to be careful. When you are starting from O1 A1 na, this is valid. If you are starting from O0 A0 na, whatever you said it is valid. Okay, Anant Raj, is it clear now? You have to be careful. If you are starting from O1 A1, whatever I said it is valid. If you are starting from O0 A0 na, whatever you said it is valid. Okay, you have to be careful. Prismoidal correction, if you just observe. So what is that prismoidal correction? That is Cp will be equal to that volume obtained by which one, this end area method minus end area method, right, minus this volume obtained by this prismoidal method na? That is only correction or not? How can you get that? You can say that is your d into that n by this 6 into that h1 minus this h2 whole square, right? That is your negative, right? Cp is which one, this is negative or positive? Cp is negative na. Now last one, you can say area by this planimeter, right? What is that area by this planimeter, if you just observe? Anyone remembered? What is that area by this planimeter? You can say that area formula will be equal to that m into what is that, you can say fr minus ir. So fr minus which one, this m into that fr minus ir plus r minus what is that, you can say n plus n, what is that, you can say plus nr plus 10n, if you just observe. Even I don't remember this, so that's why I'm taking, okay, ir plus r minus which one, this is 10n or not, which one, 10n plus a c, you can say, right? Plus 10n plus a c, if you just observe, right? Is that clear? So what is the fr, if you just observe? Fr is nothing but your final reading na. Fr is nothing but your final reading, you can say. Ir is nothing but your which one, this initial reading na. IR is nothing but your which one, this initially reading, you can say. And what is the m, you can say, if you just observe, m is nothing but your multiplying constant or not? M is nothing but your which one, this multiplying constant, you can say, is na. And what is the n, if you just observe? Number of cycles, or you can also say it as which one, this is number of times 0 of dial, number of times 0 of dial, 0 of dial passes index mark, right? It is passing the index mark how many times, right? means how many cycles, right? Index mark. There will be some index mark shown in that. What is that? C, you can say constant, right? Constant, you can say, right? So that is constant of which one? This planimeter, no? That is constant of this planimeter. It is given, right? Constant of this planimeter. It is given in the it is given in the manual of this planimeter. You can say if you just read like that. Is it clear? Is it clear, everyone? Is it clear, everyone, all of you? Right? Here we are left with how many topics? You can say tachyometry. We are left with which topics? We are left with, if you just observe, tachyometry we are left with. Next, horizontal and this vertical curves we are left with, and aerial photogrammetry we are left with, right? Aerial photogrammetry we are left with, right? These three topics we are left with, you can say, right? What I'll do is I'll just try to stop now because my mouth it is getting pain. Okay, I'll stop here now. Tomorrow I'll do it, right? Tomorrow again I'll try to do it. Okay, tomorrow again I'll try to take it. Okay, is that clear, everyone? Tomorrow again I'll try to take it, and day after tomorrow we'll have the test. Okay, tomorrow we'll try to take it, and day after tomorrow we'll take the test. Okay, same timing होगा right? हर एक दिन. Thank you all of you. Have a good day. Thank you. Yeah, PDF you'll get tomorrow. Okay, PDF you'll get tomorrow because it is happening. Tomorrow will be the last class. No, tomorrow I'll take half an hour class only, not more than that. Yeah, PDF tomorrow you'll get. You can.